Hi friend, I am Lee Keckner. Welcome to Coming Home with 33 Days of Self-Care. Today is day number 12. Yay, day number 12. If you join me in a couple of grounding breaths that I'm really going to use right now, because if you'd uncross your legs, put your hands in your lap, close your eyes, and we're going to breathe in through our nose, hold for 2, and out through our mouth. And when you breathe out of your mouth, just release the stress, release the hurry, release the worry, release all of the things that I'm experiencing right now. Okay, so we'll breathe in through our nose, hold, and out. In through our nose for 3, hold, and out. And one more time, in through our nose, hold, and out. Our breath is magnificent. Not only does it keep us alive, but it also is an easy, free tool to slow our mind, to calm our mind. Oh my gosh, here comes another kid. Can't I hide in the car? Okay, thank you. Be careful when you pull out. I told Charlie he couldn't drive because he's wrecked a couple of our cars, but he's going to go pick Margot up for me. Crossing my fingers. Maybe I'm going to do 3 more breaths after that. Okay, so breathe in through my nose. Hold for 2, and out through my mouth. I'm going to release any worry or stress because it does not serve me. Hold for 2, and out through my mouth. And one more time, in through my nose. Hold for 2, and out through my mouth. Worry and stress are just a joke that our mind plays with us because neither of them help anything. It serves nothing, and it actually damages and hurts your body. Stress causes dis-ease in your body, and when we have too much dis-ease in our body, literally it becomes disease, or it forms into an ache or a pain. So anytime that you feel stressed out or you're worrying, take a few breaths and get into the present moment where the things you're worrying about don't exist. Today, you guys, we're on our first day of becoming your new best friend, or actually our second day, because yesterday was the intro day. Today, what we're talking about is acceptance. We were all created exactly how God intended us to be, with all of our quirks, with all of our weird body parts that bother us, with all of our great things and our beautiful things. All of us, every single part of us makes up who we are. Every single part of us helps us show up how we are supposed to in the world, right? When we focus on the things that we don't like, when we focus on the things, we're going to get more of that. Whatever you focus on grows. So today I want to just offer you to start practicing self-acceptance. I have something with my brain. I have pretty severe ADD, and I also had a traumatic brain injury when I was 13. And I was in intensive care for a week, and it really knocked everything around in there. And kind of the lasting effect from that traumatic brain injury is there's a little teeny thing missing between, if you ask me a question like, Lee, did you have fun last night? My little man runs up the steps in my brain, looks at the whiteboard, and it's clear. There's nothing there. So then I'll look at the person, I'm like, what happened last night? And then they will say, at Jill's house. And then it instantly is back. And I go, oh my God, I had so much fun. I couldn't believe it went blah, 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 blah. But the little teeny step between the recollection of short-term kind of stuff. Another thing, way that shows up is names. I can't remember people's names. I can remember their face. I never forget people's eyeballs because I think that is more important anyway, because that's like the gateway to our soul. But for people, especially whose stories are I don't matter and I'm unworthy, names are a really big deal. And I spent so many years apologizing to people because I couldn't remember their name. One time I got so worked up about it. It was a girl when one of my kids were in kindergarten, my big kids. And the mom's name was Gloria and the daughter's name was Sabrina, or vice versa. And this woman got really upset when I said, hi, Sabrina. And she's like, my name's Gloria. And then it cemented in my brain, to say that name to her, the wrong name. And every time I'd see her, it would pop in wrong, and I'd know it wasn't right, and I'd get nervous. So then I realized to just say, hi, friend, because that doesn't offend anyone. So you guys will notice I say, hi, friend, every time I start. When I pass people, unless they're super close to me or one of my kids, I don't use their name, because I know people need to feel important. People want to feel seen and know that they matter. And if you don't use their name, they can interpret that or take it personal and think that I'm a jerk, or I think I'm better than someone, or something like that. So I have stopped apologizing for my quirky brain. And I've started to accept it, and I've started to be grateful for it. Sometimes I interrupt, but as I meditate and do stuff like that, it helps me be more present and more aware of what's happening. Because people would be talking, and I'd think, oh, I'm supposed to tell them that Karen's going to pick their kid up. And then all of a sudden I go, if I don't tell them right now, I'm going to forget, and they're going to get pissed. So I go, they're like in the middle of a story about their mom's sick. And I'm like, Karen's going to pick up tomorrow your kid. And they're like, oh my gosh, you're so rude. That's so inappropriate. And I'm like, you're right, that was. But I had to, I'm sorry. Okay. So let's realize we're exactly how we are made to be. Our quirks and all, especially our quirks. Let's start being accepting of how we're wired. Accepting of how we think and feel, accepting how our body looks. Think about a best friend. Do you look at your best friend and go, your thighs are a little bit big, your hair's a little bit messed up, and it's a little bit in the 70s or 80s style? You got a good heart, you're a nice person. No! A friend says, I take all of you. And when you're feeling down, I'm going to help you self-accept. So let's think about today accepting who we are, being in gratitude for who we are. I'm going to peek at my notes. Rather than punish, I don't know why I wrote that, solve problems rather than swim in them. So if there's something bothering you, like I can't remember people's names, instead of beating myself up for it for 10 years, I could just say, hey, I can't remember people's names. I'm going to let people in on that so they can assist me and not be mad at me, right? So instead of spinning in whatever the thing is, accept it and find a resolution to it so we can take some burdens off of our plate and know, and really know that you are exactly how you are supposed to be. Exactly. Because those are part of our learnings, and if we didn't have these quirks, we wouldn't learn the lessons and be able to share with others or to heal ourselves from the thoughts. Does a good friend punish you with nonstop verbal criticisms? Hell no, they don't. But we do in our spinning brains. They accept all parts of you, good and bad, without judgment. Acceptance allows room to solve problems rather to swim in them. So that's it today, you guys. Think about today. How can I accept myself today? How can I stop that thing that's just a part of who I am and say that's just who I am, and I accept that? It's not bad. Nothing is bad or good. Our thoughts make it so. Someone famous put that. I don't remember who. Nothing is good or bad. Our thoughts make it so. It might have been Shakespeare. Anyway, realize that your thoughts are spinning and that you are perfect just the way you are. Could we improve? Of course we could. Maya Angelou says, when you know better, you do better. And that's what we're doing together here, is that we are working on doing better. And part of that is accepting yourself exactly how you are. Dear God, thank you for my brain trauma. Thank you for learning what's really important and from freeing myself up from judging myself for who I am. And just be with us as we do this process, as we learn to become our own best friend. Thank you for all the people watching, for all the people who have had traumatic brain injuries, for people who are suffering with body aches or illness. We just send extra light and love to them today. Amen. I haven't written my quote yet today because Eve's game ran long and blah, 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 blah. But I will have one shortly. Acceptance. Maybe it's something like, I accept myself because the alternative is bullshit. Maybe? Could that be it? Or is that too harsh? Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow on day number 13. Accept yourself. Accept yourself.